What's up, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall market. I'm going to break down what's happening with the market moving forward as we have some new pieces of news. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, quick update, guys. Tesla's pretty much stuck in this range. We have support at 315 and resistance near 320. We're just going back and forth for now. We're also seeing SPY and the QQQ climbing a bit, but they're also choppy. So that's what's happening thus far. President Trump did make an announcement. He said that after the negotiations that happened, the US and China have been making a good relationship. And he said that China has agreed to open after the two countries agreed to slash most of the tariffs on each other's goods. So that's some decent news that's come out for the markets. President Trump also said that that was maybe the most important thing after we had the negotiations from our Treasury Secretary and our trade representatives with the Chinese officials. So that's some big news so far. He's saying that China agreed to open up after the countries announced their slashings and that we have some good developments so far. He also mentioned that we had a very, very friendly relationship with China. Things are going very well. They're making lots of progress, but he wants to see a longer term deal. So he said that we could see another increase in the Chinese tariffs again by the end of this deal after the 90-day period if we don't get another deal. So he wants to see a longer term deal. He's not referring to the short term. He's referring to another long term deal between the US and China. What happened was we negotiated with a 90-day transition period. We did that because the US and China want to negotiate more. It just buys them more time. That's what they're essentially doing for now. So the tariffs went down temporarily for 90 days. After that, we want to see a longer term deal. That's what President Trump is basically saying. Besides that, I want to mention to everyone that tomorrow is going to be Tuesday, May 13th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have CPI data coming out. So in case you guys are holding anything overnight, be careful in case we get a hot CPI. We're expecting CPI, by the way, to be very flat, basically the same as before. If we get a hot CPI, this could cause Tesla to sell off towards 310 or below. If you get a good CPI, this could help Tesla bounce to 320 plus. We'll see just to be safe, so please be mindful of that. On SPY, there is a bearish divergence that's beginning to develop, but I just want to mention that if we're bullish after CPI, we could be looking for 584 plus. If we're bearish after CPI, you could see us losing 577 or below. So we'll see which way we end up going as it could go either way. For the QQQ, if we're bullish, you want to get back above at least the 510 area. If you're bearish, you want to see us lose essentially 504 or below, forming like a double top. So it all depends on CPI. If you're holding anything overnight, be careful. For the IWM, to be bullish, you want to break 210. To be bearish, you want to see it lose like around 205. Right now, ES is looking quite good. You want to see it get back above 55.80. If we break that, 58.50. Excuse me, guys, 58.50. If we break that, we're looking for 5900 as our target. If we lose 5800 flat, though, we could turn back down substantially. As of right now, it's not happening. We're still in this range. NQ has kind of like a double top here. We want to break past 21,000 to push more. If we end up losing 20,750, we're looking for a dip back down. Otherwise, it has kind of like a double top. But we'll see. It depends on CPI. So keep that in mind heading into tomorrow. Bitcoin's dipping a little bit. We'll see if we could get back above 102,000 or not after CPI comes out. Nvidia has a bearish divergence, but if you want to see it fill this gap here, you need to see us lose at least 120. We have resistance at 123.8. If we break that, this could be pushing a bit more. So it's still technically a bit more bullish, but we'll see with CPI. The CPI causes us to lose 120. We'll see just to be safe. Or do we push even more? Apple's range bound between 212 and essentially the 208 area. Break 212, we're looking for higher lows. And if we end up losing 208, we could be dipping. So we're kind of in the middle for the time being. For Coinbase, we're also technically just range bound as well. There's not really a whole lot that's going on with this. As you could tell, we're just trading sideways. But if we end up losing 205, we're looking for this gap fill down here. So be very mindful of that. For Amazon, if we end up losing 202, we could be dipping quite a bit. If we get back above 212, we're looking for a push higher. So we'll see which way we end up going. Meta has a bearish divergence. If we end up losing 630, we're looking for a dip lower. If we break past 645, we're looking for more upside. Could go either way, but don't forget about CPI. I'd like to see us hold above 648 to remain bullish. We're still technically looking bullish. Microsoft looks bullish. Unless we lose 443, we're actually favoring upside for 450. And Google, If we end up losing 157 after we get CPI, we're looking for a bigger dump. If we break past 160, we're looking for a push. Otherwise, we're just in the middle. The VIX is looking bearish. We're making lower highs right now, so we'll just have to see how this goes. And overall, the market's doing a good job at holding up. So for Tesla, I just want to say that we're doing fine, guys. We're just trading sideways. We haven't really lost any critical support, and there's still a lot of upside potential in it. But we need to wait and see what happens with all this data coming out with CPI. So be patient, guys. Do what you have to do. And I just want to give you guys a warning. If you're holding anything overnight for Tesla, SPY, and the other tickers, be careful and be mindful of the fact that we have CPI and we will gap up or gap down most likely, depending on what the data looks like. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you for listening. Have a good rest of your day and peace out.